Hey guys, this is Clinton Jeff and today we're checking out the brand new Adidas ZX 2K Boost. Since its launch in 1984, the ZX series has always signified progress, or at least that's what Adidas says about the series. The new ZX 2K Boost takes inspiration from the 1987 ZX 710 OG, but this time around Adidas has reinvented the iconic sneaker to provide a more comfortable ride and slightly updated design to make it even more current. This colorway in particular is very similar to the 1987 ZX 710 OG and is kind of supposed to be a homage to it, as you can see from the similarity. But if that's not your style, the new ZX 2K Boost also comes in a whole bunch of colorways. I actually don't think I've ever seen so many launch colorways for a shoe apart from like the Ultra Boost. Some of my favorite colorways so far include this black and white pair with the purple pink highlight, and then there's this black upper with a darker gum heel area with this dark maroon graphic on it, and then there's also the launch colorway, which is this really loud red and yellow colorway, which is kind of a little aggressive. But if either of these don't interest you, that's okay, because there's literally like 10 or 20 other colorways that I've seen across the Adidas website and also on Foot Locker and JD Sports. So yeah, chances are you'll definitely find a colorway that you like. Personally, I still like this retro colorway because of the history it has in respect to the 710, and I just love that futuristic retro vibe of the color combination here. But if you think this is it, oh no, there's more. There's also a cheaper version of the shoe called the ZX FLUX, which has a knit upper with TPU molded overlays and a traditional EVA foam midsole. And then because Adidas is making a 4D version of every shoe of theirs this year, there's also a ZX 2K 4D shoe, which looks amazing but unfortunately costs way too much. I mean, you'd have to be a real Three Stripes fan to buy one because it is expensive. Coming to the shoe itself and starting with the upper, it's a one-piece booty construction, which means that there's no separate tongue here. The upper seems to be made out of this white textile material with this mesh pattern on the toe and mesh details on the side of the toe and also on the tongue. It doesn't feel like prime knit, so it definitely feels a little bit different and not quite as breathable. One thing that I noticed is that the diamond shaped mesh detail here and on the midsole looks a little similar to those Adidas D-Rup shoes that dropped like 2 years ago. On the side of the shoe, there's these fused overlays, and you'll also notice these thin TPU details, which add a little structure and stability to the upper. They definitely give the shoe a really interesting and sort of intense look. The TPU details near the eyelets and the heel area also have a 3M reflective coating on them, which gives the shoe a nice little pop. At the top of the shoe, you'll see these round mint green laces that weave through this trail shoe inspired lacing system. And then towards the top of the tongue, you'll see the Adidas Trifor logo in red. Coming to the inside of the shoe, you have this really thin mint green insole that has this gorgeous cyan blue color underneath with the Adidas logo towards the heel area. Below the insole, you just have a thin mesh layer on the Boost midsole. There also doesn't seem to be a strobel board in this shoe, which is kind of interesting. Moving on, the lateral and medial sides of the shoe are more or less the same. You'll see the usual Adidas 3 stripes in this very interesting material that kind of looks like 3M but isn't, with this nice mint green hit. Coming to the back of the shoe on the heel, you'll see this black pull tab with this mint green TPU heel counter below it with the Adidas Trifor logo. And below that you have this weird felt material panel. And then coming to the midsole, it seems like it has a full-length Boost midsole, but you'll see that the Boost in the forefoot has this netting-like design that seems to be printed on the Boost. Towards the heel area, you have this rubbery material in a gum color which encases the Boost. Previously, I thought this encasing was just for style, but I feel like this encasing is there for stability to prevent the Boost from expanding too much. Sometimes Boost, for lack of a better term, can get a little squished underneath the pressure of the heel area, so this should add some amount of structure to it. You might have noticed that the TPU clip on the heel is semi-translucent on some of the other colorways with this interesting zigzag graphic on it. And then coming to the bottom of the shoe, you'll see a black rubber outsole. Unfortunately, I don't think it's Continental rubber here because there's no branding. So it seems like it's just standard Adidas outsole rubber with the Adidas Trifor logo embossed into it on the medial side of the heel. That's about it for design. Coming to comfort and fit, the shoe is actually really comfortable to wear. It's a sock-like fit and the upper is super breathable because of all that mesh. And then there's the Boost midsole, so it's just really comfortable all around. Kind of similar to an Ultra Boost, but with way more structure to the upper because of all of those TPU overlays everywhere. In terms of sizing, the shoe seems to fit true to size. If you have wide feet like I do, I definitely advise going up half a size though, because the TPU overlays on the upper means that the upper isn't entirely as stretchy as the Ultra Boost, so it can be a little snug for wide feet. For example, I'm a UK 11, but I went up to a UK 12 for this, which fits great, but there's a tiny bit of extra room in the toe box area. Alright guys, with all of that out of the way, let's take a look at the brand new Adidas ZX 2K Boost on feet. The ZX 2K Boost is definitely one of the most interesting Adidas shoes to drop this year. It looks like Adidas is going to be really aggressive pushing this model since they have so many colorways at launch. The shoe is quite a bit cheaper than the Ultra Boost and they make for really comfortable everyday casual lifestyle shoes that you can basically wear all day. I know some of you all asked me on Instagram whether you can wear these to the gym or even for running. In theory, you totally could wear these to the gym and you possibly could wear them for a run, but I really wouldn't recommend it. I mean, these are durable, but I don't think they'd survive too much exercise time. There's better shoes out there for that. If you really want something boost, there's obviously the Ultra Boost, or even the new Adidas Day Jogger, which is much cheaper, or even the Adidas X9000 L4, which is the same price as these and are actually supposed to be made for running with a ton of boost in the midsole. Of course, links to each of these shoe reviews in the description below. All in all, I actually really like this shoe. I dare say this actually might be somewhat successful since it's a really comfortable shoe that looks great. I don't necessarily think this will be the next Ozweego, but it's still a really great shoe. If you're getting tired of the Ultra Boost silhouette and you want something a little fresh, well, here you go. It's a great shoe. Alright guys, so that's what I think about the brand new Adidas ZX 2K Boost. I'm really interested to know what you guys think about this shoe, and are you thinking about picking up a pair? Let me know right in the comment section below. And of course, if you want to see more photos of the Adidas ZX 2K Boost, you can hit me up on Instagram and maybe give me a follow at ClintonJeff. And hey, if you found this video helpful and you want to support the channel, don't forget to hit the like button right below and maybe subscribe because that would be appreciated. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.